never be a memory.
And what's going on, Read My Lips people? We are back. And we got some stuff to talk about. Glad to have you guys back with me. What a week it's been, right? But yeah, in the world of politics, it's been a lot going on. And we're going to just delve right into it. So, Joe motherfucking Rogan. Yeah, there was a lot of... Joe Rogan came out saying he'd probably vote for Bernie Sanders, which I anticipated. I anticipated that. He would have probably voted for Tulsi if she was higher in the polls. But let's just be honest, Tulsi is not about to be the next president of the United States. I like Tulsi. She's in my top 3. It's funny because Rogan's top 3 is the same as mine. And I get a lot of shit. I get a lot of shit that Bernie's my number 2. But I'm my own thinker. And yeah, he's my number 2. That's just what the fuck it is. And it's the same for Joe Rogan. He said Bernie Sanders, Tulsi Gabbard. He said Tulsi's probably his favorite. But then it goes Bernie Sanders. And a lot of people were giving him shit because he didn't mention Andrew Yang. He said everybody else can eat shit. And I get it. I got it. I understand where everybody came from. But I kept telling people he forgot Yang. I said he forgot Yang. There's no way he fucking dislikes Andrew Yang. He's too much of a likable guy. And he's come out and apologized for saying he forgot Yang. So, even though his top 3 and my top 3 aren't in the same order, they're still in the top 3. And I've come to see that with people who aren't shills usually have those 3 candidates in their top 3. And he came out and, apologized for forgetting Andrew Yang. He likes Andrew Yang. I knew he liked Andrew Yang. And it restored, some faith in Joe Rogan. Now, he came out and said he's going to vote for Bernie. But, he acknowledged that he fucks with Andrew Yang. I actually have the audio from that. I'm not going to play the clip because, the full video clip, because his, staff will claim that shit and do a copyright strike. So I'm going to play the audio. Listen up.
Guy who, well, look, you could dig up dirt on every single human being that's ever existed if you catch them in their worst moment and you magnify those moments and you cut out everything else and you only display those worst moments. That said, you can't find very many with Bernie. He's been insanely consistent his entire life. He's basically been saying the same thing, been for the same thing his whole life. And that in and of itself is a very powerful structure to operate from.
Yeah, and he's addressing the thing that people are most obsessed with right now, which is economic inequality, and he's really consistent on it.
Did you see him here? Did you see him?
Yeah, of course I did.
He was so normal.
He's normal.
He's so normal.
Did you find him winning, though? Did you like him?
I liked him a lot.
Because I feel like there's a huge division in people I know. Either they love him or they really, really think that he's gruff, obnoxious, all of that.
Well, I know you don't like Tulsi, but I love her. I love her. I think she's awesome. I love her. I love Bernie, and I love Andrew Yang. And I talked about Tulsi and Bernie the other day, but I forgot to bring up Andrew Yang, and I apologize for that. I said everybody else can eat shit. I didn't mean Andrew Yang. I do like him. It was just a mistake.
What is the...
So yeah, that was dope. And, I think that appeased some people, not everybody, because some people want him to, just fucking vote for Yang. But look, I knew he wasn't going to vote for Yang. Think about it. Yang gets celebrity endorsements. Obviously, Sanders is going to get celebrity endorsements. Different candidates are going to get different endorsements. And that's just what it is. But I do like that he came out and apologized for forgetting Andrew Yang. That's happened to Yang a lot during this campaign run. People fucking forgetting him. But that at least, appeased me. I do like the fact that he came out and said, I'm sorry for forgetting Andrew Yang. So, that was dope. Now, today I go on Twitter, and there's a gentleman, I want to make sure I get his name right, for when we all get at him. No, I'm saying don't get out. Manny. I'm gonna butcher your fucking last name, Manny. Manny Alejandro. Manny Alejandro comes out and just spews some bullshit about how Andrew Yang should drop out and endorse Donald Trump. Well, when Andrew Yang gets out of the race, he says it's so condescending. He's like, look, Yang, look, it's been a good run. Like, we had some fun. It sounds like a fucking breakup. What is this, Casablanca? Like, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. Like, look, you need to drop out and just endorse Donald Trump respectfully. And then he says some bullshit like, look, Yang's not going to get the nomination. If anything, it's going to be Biden. First of all, where'd you come up with that from? Say you're right, Manny. Say Andrew Yang doesn't become the nominee. Where the fuck did you pull out your ass that it's going to become Biden? Literally, Bernie and Biden are neck to neck. He says some shit about Warren. Warren's not even thought of her. She's done. Andrew Yang just hit 8% in the fucking polls, right? The Iowa polls. Warren's at 13%. He's literally on her ass. Not literally, because that would be sexual fucking harassment. But he's on her ass, okay? Why did you even mention Warren? Like, she's toast. She's done. She's done in Harlem. But he says it's probably going to be Biden. That just shows, well, you are a Trump supporter. Your head is up your ass right now. So you really don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But let's be honest, it's probably going to be Biden. You want it to be Biden. Let's just be honest. You want it to be Biden. Biden's so fucking corrupt. Trump would eat him the fuck alive. Eat him alive. Not that I think Bernie would knock it out of the park. Not that I think Bernie would knock it out of the park. But he's a lot less corrupt than Joe Biden. A lot less corrupt. Bernie's problem is he's fucking milquetoast. What the fuck are you apologizing for somebody else writing an article about how Joe Biden's corrupt? Why are you apologizing for that? Don't even get me started on that tangent. But he wants it to be Biden. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Andrew Yang has incredible Republican appeal. First and foremost, and this is all anecdotal, my channel was just straight up news and politics. I talked about what was going on in the news and politics. And occasionally I would talk about Andrew Yang. And if you guys remember before, I was just a Bernie supporter. And, Yang slowly grew on me. And it was to the point where they were neck and neck. Right? And lo and behold, the person that put me over the edge to fully go in and support Andrew Yang and pretty much dedicate my entire channel to Andrew Yang was Russell from Grassroots Yang Gang. And what makes that interesting is that Russell was a former Trump supporter. So already, Alejandro, you're talking out of your fucking ass. Russell and his wife, Trump supporters, and they're now on the Yang Gang. They're on the Yang train. I am part of Russell's Yang tree. We literally told Andrew Yang in New Hampshire that Read My Lips is part of Russell's Yang tree. And Yang said, I know. So, you really don't know what the hell you're talking about. Do you know 2-time Obama voters voted for Donald Trump? You don't think those people can be flipped? There are some TFGs. There are some too far gones. There's going to be like that in any party, with any candidate. There's some people that aren't going to fucking flip no matter what. But there are people that voted for Donald Trump that can and are willing to be swayed. Clearly, you're not one of them, Alejandro. But there are plenty of people that are. Okay? Even one of my coworkers, who's 60-something years old, likes Andrew Yang. Okay? So, and he's a diehard Republican. He's more Republican than you are. Let me fucking tell you. So, talking out of your ass, I think I tweeted something at you. I asked if you were high. And if you are, give me some. I think that's what I said. But I'm just gonna play the clip. It's like 1 minute 53 seconds. If you haven't already seen it, watch it. And then we'll come back.
Hey everybody, it's Manny. How's everybody doing in the land of Yang, the Yang Gang, Yang Gangers? How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. I'm very proud that you've come this far, and Yang has come so far. But just to be clear, I saw something, an article in The Hill about something that Andrew Yang said that Trump supporters like him. I mean, look, I'm in no position to speak for Trump supporters. I am a Trump supporter. I am not the spokesperson for Trump nor Trump supporters, just to be clear. But I got to tell you, from my perspective and the Trump supporters that I know, they like Andrew. They think he's interesting and he has good ideas. But no way do any of them think that he has a snowball's chance in hell to win the nomination, let alone if he won the nomination by some freak occurrence, some act of God, some weird thing that would happen that would prevent, the top candidates, Bernie and Warren, and probably Biden's going to get the nomination, let's be real. By no way would Yang ever beat Trump. So just to be clear, for the record, it's been fun. It'll continue to be fun until the end. Again, like I said last week, I'm urging Andrew to get out gracefully, respectfully, let, the whole process play out. He probably should get behind one of the leading candidates. Maybe even he could get behind Trump. How about that? Wouldn't that be awesome if Andrew Yang endorsed Trump for president? It's possible. Anything's possible. But I just want to check in with you all and make you aware of the fact that I'm not in agreement with the statement that Trump supporters support Andrew. We like Andrew, or I like Andrew, but in no way would I ever support him if he should, by some freak of nature, get the nomination. Take care, guys.
Yeah, so, dude, what are you talking about? I have his, Twitter handle up. If you want to go, don't harass him. Don't threaten him. But if you want to go talk to Alejandro and, tell him why Yang is your guy. And also tell him why, especially if you are a former Donald Trump supporter and now you're Yang Gang and you're watching my channel, go tell him why you support Andrew Yang. Go tell him why. Tell him why his theory is wrong. Okay? And the last thing I want to talk to you guys about was Andrew Yang, because we were talking about Republicans, so let's segue on over to Fox News. Yang says the DNC should have accepted a Fox News debate to bring the country together. I see where Yang's coming from. Look, I've seen some. I used to absolutely hate Fox News, and they're still not, my favorite station. But this cycle, they've been a lot more fair to Yang, and they've been fair to Bernie, and they've been fair to Tulsi. There goes that Republican appeal Alejandro says they don't have. But, I'm not saying they're the best of the best, but they've been a lot more fair to those candidates than they have, that I've seen in years to a Democratic candidate. And ironically, CNN and MSNBC have been in the shitter. I mean, they've been absolutely atrocious. That being the case, why not have Fox News hold a debate? Fox News would have held a better debate than that last CNN debate we had, where you were literally setting up the questions in favor of Elizabeth Warren. How the hell are you going to ask that man, Bernie Sanders, did you say this about Elizabeth Warren? No, I did not, etc., etc. Elizabeth Warren, how did it feel when Bernie Sanders said this to you? Fuck you. That shit's not cool. Like, that shit ain't cool. That's not your job. That's not your job. You understand? You don't pick a candidate's side. And clearly you were oozing Elizabeth Warren that night. I don't even care if it was Yang. Don't pick a candidate's side. That's not how it operates. So yeah, Fox News easily could have held that debate. Easily. Because in 2019, I think it was March, Tom Perez, who's, if you don't know, he's the chairman of the DNC, said that Fox News was not in a position to host a fair and neutral debate for our candidates. Because CNN was fair and neutral. Get your head out of your ass, man. This is... Seriously? They weren't going to be fair and neutral. Did you see the last debate, bro? You're out of your mind. Yang said, one thing I think Democrats should do. I think we should go on Fox News and talk to the American people. Because how can you win an election and bring the country together if you literally won't talk to 40 to 50% of the population? Unity, unity, unity. That's all I keep hearing the Democrats talk about, even though what they mean is be unified on the corporate Democrat side. Don't be unified with anybody else, just the corporate Democrats. But they scream unity and they want to bring the country together, but stay the fuck away from Republicans and Fox News. That's not going to work. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. Did you learn nothing from the last election? Trump was a Republican, and he went to the fucking Rust Belt, and he talked about saving jobs. He talked about automation. He talked about things that appeal to not only Republicans, but to Democrats. That's how he won. He won where it counted. And you don't even want to talk to those people. You don't even want to go on that program and plead your case. I don't think you're going to convince everybody, but you'll convince a certain percentage. You're not going to convince Alejandro, but you'll convince some people. Ain't that right, Alejandro? Yeah, so Yang pretty much, he gets on the DNC and he I don't want to say calls him out, but he talks about it, and he's absolutely right. Yang goes on to say, there was a decision early on in the process where Fox News said, we would like to host a DNC debate. And to me, if you're the DNC, you jump on that. You're like, let me show my candidates to people who generally watch Fox News. Now, even if you're doing it strategically, understand, Fox News is more watched than CNN and MSNBC. By a large margin. By a large margin. It's not even close. Fox News every year is more watched than any of those two programs. So, yeah, what are your thoughts? Do you think Fox News should have held a debate? I'm curious. Am I the only one that feels like this is something they could have did? Look, they could not have been as bad as CNN just was. Couldn't have been. They couldn't have been as bad as CNN just was, in my opinion. Right? They would be, close to. If CNN can do that bad, then you might as well let Fox News host a debate. Just my opinion. Let me know in the comment section if you agree. And what do you think of Joe Rogan's apology? And do you accept it? And what do you think of Joe Rogan voting for Bernie Sanders? Bernie's getting a lot of backlash for it. People are calling him homophobic and this and that. I say screw every single one of those people. It's not how you win elections. Like, you guys must want Trump. You want Trump. That PC shit has got to stop. You can hold him to the fire for things he said in the past. I mean, there's no way everybody watching this has been an angel their entire life. I guarantee you I can go dig up shit from every single one of those people that are lashing out at Joe Rogan. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. Do not sit there and tell me you've been a perfect angel your entire life, because I don't believe you. So yes, are there things you can get on Joe Rogan about? Sure. Just like there's things you can get on you about. I guarantee. So cut the shit. That PC stuff has got to stop. Like, people are literally crying a river about it. Just like you couldn't get at, you don't get at Yang for Dave Chappelle supporting Yang, right? Dave Chappelle said a lot of shit too. Oh, they're different. They're not. They're both comedians. Legit. Joe Rogan's been a comedian for a long fucking time. A long time. through the trenches, a comedian. So, just like you didn't get on Dave Chappelle for the shit he said and the shit he's done and how you've embraced him, don't try to get on Joe Rogan. Don't try to do that shit. If you're going to get on somebody, get on everybody. All right? This fucking faux outrage, man, it's got to stop. It's got to stop. So how do you guys feel about it? How do you guys, are you, surprised? Are you shocked? Do you dislike Joe Rogan? I'm curious as to your thoughts on it. And, what do you think of Alejandro, Manny, M.A., Ma? That's his initials, Ma. What do you think of his comments? Do you think Yang should drop out and endorse Donald Trump? I already know the answer to that. I just want you guys to comment on it. But yeah, dude, you're out of your mind, Manny. Out of your mind. So if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you don't, let me know in the comment section why. I'm always down to talk about it. I have a Cash App, a PayPal, and a Venmo link in the description below. Please feel free to donate. Every little bit helps. It all helps my channel grow. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying.